Every year, right around this time, people decide to change their lives. They set goals, make lists, and promise themselves that this year will be different. And almost every year, by February, most of those plans just quietly disappear. It's not because people are lazy. It's not because they lack discipline. It's because their plans were never built to survive real life. Real life has a way of interrupting. Your energy drops. Your motivation fades. And when a plan depends entirely on motivation, it collapses the moment that motivation leaves. This video isn't about setting bigger, grander goals. It's about building a quiet fail-safe, so that even when you stumble, your direction stays intact. Most goals don't fail because they're unrealistic. They fail because they're fragile. They assume a perfect version of you is always on duty. The motivated you, the energetic you, the you that never gets interrupted. But that version rarely shows up consistently, right? Life introduces friction, stress, illness, family responsibilities, a job that drains you more than you expected. And when a goal has no room for these realities, it just breaks. Most plans are built like glass. They look great on paper, but they shatter on contact with the real world. The problem isn't your ambition. The problem is the design. If your plan only works when you feel strong and motivated, it's not sustainable. It depends on a mood. So, before you even think about setting goals, there's something way more important to decide: your direction. Goals answer the question, what do I want to achieve? But direction answers a deeper one: who am I becoming? When your direction is missing, your goals scatter. They pull you in different directions and compete for your energy. But when your direction is clear, your goals naturally organize themselves around it. Direction isn't a long list. It's a single sentence. One sentence that defines how you intend to live this year. Not what you'll accomplish, but what kind of person you are choosing to become. For example, this year, I am a person who prioritizes calm and clarity. That sentence becomes your anchor. So when you miss a day, when a plan breaks, when motivation fades, you don't have to start all over. You just return to your direction. Once your direction is clear, the next mistake people make is choosing way too much. Ambition feels productive. But piling on goals is what breaks most plans. Every extra goal competes for the same limited pool of energy. Your time doesn't multiply. Your focus doesn't multiply. This is why having fewer goals actually helps them survive. 3 is enough. 1 for your body, 1 for your work or your craft, and 1 for your character or your relationships. Anything beyond that isn't commitment. It's just distraction wearing ambition's clothing. If everything matters, then nothing truly holds your focus. Now, most people wait for motivation before they act. But motivation is completely unreliable. It arrives late, leaves early, and vanishes under pressure. A much better approach is what I call daily proof. For each of your 3 goals, choose one single action, something so small it feels almost trivial, an action you could do even on your worst day, when you're tired, when you're distracted, even when life is throwing curveballs at you. This tiny action isn't meant to impress anyone. It exists for one reason: to prove, quietly, to yourself that you are still aligned with your direction. When the action is small, the resistance to doing it fades. And when resistance fades, consistency can finally survive. But even with small actions, you will miss days. That is not failure. Failure isn't the absence of perfection. Failure is the decision to quit just because that perfection was broken. Most people abandon their plans not because they failed at the task, but because they judge themselves so harshly for failing. They confuse discipline with punishment. But true discipline isn't cruelty. It's mercy directed toward your future self. When you miss a day, you do not restart. You return. You return to the smallest action. You return to your direction. This is how plans survive real life, not through force, but through forgiveness paired with consistency. You don't need to become a completely different person this year. You don't need to transform your entire life overnight. You just need to choose a direction and take one small step toward it. Again and again. Some days will be quiet. Some days will feel unproductive. Some days will fall short of what you hoped for. And still, if you just keep returning, if you remain aligned with your direction, you will arrive. Not as someone who achieved everything perfectly, but as someone you can truly trust. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more videos on building a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. See you in the next one.